All right. Now that was a long day. That was just the first couple days there. Right? Okay. Well, we spent one night in Schweiber, and the next day we went to Berber Castle, went to Wittenberg, okay, and then now we were heading to Leipzig, Germany, home of Sebastian Bach, not Skid Row Sebastian Bach, but we are the youth, the Johann Sebastian Bach, where there's a statue there. He has a church there where he had his own choir there, not only choir but orchestra. Could get it right. This place is awesome. I know we walked in there in the church. Yep. And everything, and there was
Isn't he buried there too?
Yeah, he's buried right there in front of the choir. There was a choir singing there, and we got a video of the choir. It's on my YouTube page, and only like 30 seconds left because my battery died. But had a beautiful choir singing, and just below that, he's actually buried inside the church there. Yes. That's pretty neat. What was your? Tell us what you thought about that.
Well, I thought the architectural features, the gold staircase going up,
right?
Of the woodwork, the pews where people would sit at, it just was amazing the time and effort and the craftsmanship that went into that. To just sit there and look at that and admire that much, and to think that it's been preserved all these years for people like us to be able to go over there and witness it and see it, was just amazing to me.
Just beautiful.
Beyond. It really was.
I remember us walking around the church and everything and looking around. It was beautiful.
The choir was beautiful.
Oh, yes.
It's amazing the acoustics in those churches. They don't even need microphones.
Right?
It's just, wow, it's fabulous. Fabulous music.
Now, do you remember what we did next after that?
We went to the museum.
Went to the museum. What did y'all see in the museum there?
Oh, I love the museum. I love the different artifacts in there. Two things that really stuck out in my mind was, one, I got to see a piece of the cornerstone that was actually of the first church that Peter built. And to think that I am there touching, and you're able to touch it.
A semi-truck?
Semi-truck.
You said Peterbilt. Oh, no, good.
No, Peter.
Yeah.
Peter, the
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was thinking Peterbilt trucks.
And he just to be able to touch that, and to know that you were at a place where potentially Peter could have been standing or touching, is just beyond mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And then the second thing also I thought was pretty neat was the rings, the wedding rings of Martin Luther.
Oh.
To be able to have that and know that they weren't stolen, or they weren't robbed, or they weren't melted, or they weren't used for trade for something else, but be able to look at them and see them and grasp them and have that imagination of seeing them on Martin Luther's fingers.
Right.
It
blows you away.
Worth its trip in gold.
Yeah, there you go. What did you think of the museum?
I thought it was nice.
Yeah, no.
It was good. I mean, we got to go. Several stories of stuff to see.
The history of Germany.
Yeah, history of Leipzig.
Yeah.
Even back from the Diet of Worms.
Yes.
You know, they just had the 500 year last week, 2 weeks ago. 500 anniversary of the Diet of Worms with Martin Luther. That happened all there in that area.
Show the different kings and the different.
Yep. World War I era, World War II era, even way before that and after. I mean, there's tons of history.
And while we were there, I thought it was pretty neat. It was right there in the square. They were having I think it was like a heavy metal festival.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and you know, you just get to see all different walks of people walking through.
That's right. Yeah. Culture.
So it was actually, exactly. It was a good cultural melting pot right there to be able to see from Germany to regular citizens to people that were coming there just for the festival. I mean, it was pretty fascinating.
Would you go back to Leipzig again?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. Then we went on to Nuremberg. Nuremberg, I love that city. Nuremberg is one of my first cities that I remember going to a Christmas market back in 1977 with my dad. My mom had to work that one Saturday. I remember my dad says, "I'm taking the boy. We're going to Nuremberg for the Christmas market," because Dad was stationed there in the military when he was a single man too, back in the early '60s. So he already knew all this stuff. but this is 77. And anyways, I'll never forget that day with my dad. Just spend time with me walking, smelling all the smells, the gingerbread smells, all the food, the cakes, the bratwurst, the spaghetti ice. Oh, that's another story. It's coming back to you. Hold on a second. All right. So, do you remember where we stayed in Nuremberg?
The Green Hotel?
No, in Nuremberg.
Oh, in Nuremberg?
Yeah. Where were we at? Leipzig. That was Leipzig, the Green
that was
Hotel.
Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah. We're in Nuremberg now. It was a special hotel. We stayed in a castle.
Oh,
yes,
Yes.
I
That's
remember
right.
that.
Yes.
We all bunked together.
Yeah, that's right. We all bunked together. We all bunked together in the same room, different bunks.
Yep.
Yeah, it was my wife and I, and Wendy and John. It was a hostel.
Yes.
Okay, but it was a hostel for like mid to older. So, anyways, with that being said, we had to finagle our way in there because it wasn't. I didn't know it was a hostel until we got there. Sorry, this is a hostel. This is for younger people. I said, "Well, I'm young," and the guy laughed at me just like that. So I guess I talked my way into staying there, and we finally did. But it was cool. It was part of the original castle there that they turned into a hostel. They did not have hostel on the website at all. And I showed that man that too. I said, "Where does it say hostel?" Anyways, that's a different story. So we went to Nuremberg. We got there in the evening time, and so we walked around a little bit.
That was nice.
What was the first thing that we after walking down the hill? Where did we go?
We went to get spaghetti.
Spaghetti ice?
Did someone say spaghetti?
And we tried chocolate spaghetti ice
Yes.
that night.
Yes. You had the chocolate,
Yep.
and you had regular, right?
I had regular.
You had regular. Okay. So we all did that. Okay. Then everybody sort of split off. You know, John and I, we sort of went by ourselves.
Yep.
Wendy, you went with Colleen,
Yes.
and everybody else went with everybody else. And so John and I were walking along, and then lo and behold, what did we pass? Another spaghetti ice. So we stopped in there and got some more spaghetti ice.
That's right.
I mean, this is within 35 minutes, right?
Yep.
And it was starting to rain and everything, but we ate it though.
Yep.
Absolutely. So we walked around. Everybody else got tired. So Jono and I, we were just walking around the courtyard there in the city center in Nuremberg, walking around. Went to a restaurant there.
Yep.
It was about midnight, I guess.
Yep.
Eating there, having dessert.
Have another spaghetti ice.
Having some more dessert.
Nothing like 3 in one day.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
right. That's right. Ooh.
You can never have too much spaghetti ice.
Never. Next day. Nuremberg was nice. And the next day, we got to experience the Third Reich Museum. There's a lot of World War II history there, and that the fields, the big field, all the grounds there, they were. It was closed down because there was a concert going on.
It looked like Woodstock.
Yeah, it was a huge concert. So we didn't make it to the grounds, to the what you call it.
But we did walk out on the glass
balcony.
bridge and see the rally
yeah.
ground.
Yeah, we saw the rally grounds from that thing that sticks out behind the museum. So that was neat. This is fun, isn't it? Reminiscing on our trip back in June 2019. That was a good time.
Yes.
And next we went to what was that town we went to? Burgess Garden, right?
Burgess Garden.
Went to Burgess Garden, absolutely. Had a good time walking around Burgess Garden, showing all the different sites. We had a restaurant there.
Yes.
That food was outstanding.
Yes, it was.
And everything. And what did we see there in Burgess Garden?
Well, we got to ride on the boat that went across a lake. And
The Königssee.
The Königssee, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
I thought it was pretty fascinating was that we get all the way out there and you had the mountains all the way up the top and the
beautiful.
valley,
Shown.
through a valley.
It's beautiful.
And the captain stops in the middle and takes a trumpet out and blows the trumpet and plays a song.
What did it sound like?
Sounded like a
Echo.
Echo,
was
yeah.
Let me hear.
Oh, I don't know. I can't imitate that.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. He did it.
But it would just echo throughout the valley, and it was just amazing, the acoustics of it. And what's interesting was that was God-made acoustics,
That's right.
Yeah, same.
not man-made
No,
acoustics.
no, big difference. Big
Yes,
difference.
Big difference.
What did you think of the Königssee?
Oh, I thought it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that crystal clear water.
And the walk around the Obersee, that was even.
Oh yes, the
more
Oversea.
beautiful.
That is beautiful. You get off at on the dock there, right there, the Oversea, or you get off, and there's like a field, beautiful field, all the cows and everything. Certain time of years they have cowbells on them.
Oh, wow.
And then they have a little restaurant right there too. But you walk through, you go across that creek, that beautiful creek there.
One thing I remember about walking through that creek was the mountains that were there, and you would walk certain areas and it would get like dark, like you thought it was nighttime, and the temperature would actually change.
Yes.
Yes.
But it was just because the mountains were so high, they were blocking the sun.
Yeah.
So you would be walking.
And this is the middle
along.
of June, guys.
Yeah,
June
this is the middle of June.
2019.
You'd be walking along, and you would think, "Wow, who turned down the temperature?" And then you take about another 20 or 30 steps, and then it's bright and sunny.
Right, sunny.
Just that was just amazing. The different climates and things like that. Just in something that was out there in that country that's beautiful.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
And you took the nice walk, hike around the Obersee and got to go see a waterfall. It was fabulous.
Oh, it was
Beautiful.
great. It was great. At the end of the Obersee, there's this little booth. It's almost like a little house
Yeah.
that serves fresh. Did I say fresh?
Yeah.
Fresh.
Buttermilk. Now, see this guy right here? You see this guy sitting here? Hi, my name's Darren. I don't drink buttermilk. Ugh, it's not happening. Do you drink buttermilk?
No.
No. Oh, do you drink buttermilk?
No.
Okay. I got friends that my dad would drink buttermilk. Ugh, that's another story. But they serve fresh buttermilk straight from the cow. Can you say moo?
Moo.
Moo.
Well, I never heard a laughing cow before. Have you? But we got there. I think I had a Vasa. I had a water. What did you drink there?
Water.
Probably coffee.
No.
No, you had
They didn't
water?
have coffee.
Did
Water.
they have coffee? Okay. All right. So we did that and then walked all the way back. That's so beautiful. And I had an opportunity to jump in the Obersee. Now I swam in the Koenigsee twice. And I always wanted to jump in the Obersee. But I did for about a split second, about 5 times for a split second. And I got in ankle deep and everything, and it felt okay. It was cold, but I could do it. And I saw that beautiful blue turquoise water, and I wanted to jump in there. And I did. I jumped in there for about a split second. That was freezing. Will I do it again? Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit further out a little bit this time. But now I know what I'm prepared for. I'm gonna bring my wetsuit
Yeah.
if I can still fit in the thing.
Yeah.
So we finished that. Everything. We came back to the boat back because we were in a hurry.
But you have to take a step back because the views are amazing. It's like reflection of the mountains right on the water. It's gorgeous.
Oh, absolutely.
Not words for that. It's pretty.
Oh man, that was awesome. All right, we were in Birch's Garden. It was a fun time. And before we went to the Koenigsee and Obersee, we went to a place called the Eagle's Nest.
Yes.
Now I love going to that place. I can never get tired because of the sheer beauty and everything.
Yes, the views are phenomenal.
Views is absolutely. And there's snow up there in the middle of June.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what I found fascinating.
We were wearing flip-flops in the snow.
That's right. That's right.
Shorts in the snow.
That's right.
But the ride up, just the ride on the bus up to there was a
Wasn't that gorgeous?
fabulous ride. It was
And the
so
elevator.
good.
The elevator room with nothing but gold all around it.
Powered by a World War II PT boat motor.
Yeah.
A German U-boat, not a PT boat, a German U-boat motor that's still running today. Of course, they do maintenance on it, but that's a powerful motor.
Yes.
But you got all those views, the mountain views all around you, snow views. I mean, here this middle of June, you see snow
Yep.
up there. You can see that big old lake on the bottom.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that was a Koenigsee that we were just at there, and
And also, that was the area where they had filmed The Sound of Music.
yes, they absolutely. They filmed some parts there in Birch's Garden, and then right across over into Austria, and Salzburg area. They filmed some parts of The Sound of Music, as well as Garmisch. Garmisch. There are a few scenes of Garmisch there. So it's beautiful. I can't wait to get back, guys.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to
Spectacular.
spectacular.
Awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to get back. Well, folks, that was part 2 of interviewing the Harveys. We had a great time, not only on our trip together, but during the interview. Anyways, stay tuned for part 3 because it's coming next week.
Oh, John, where'd you come from? Where you at, John?
Germany.
Birch's Garden
Birch's
on the
Garden.
Congasee.
Danke sehr.
Yeah, good stuff.
Spaghetti Eis.
But, Tschüss. Douglas and Juice! Oh! Yes, sirree, Bob!